Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we have the top 10 things everyone does in Pavlov. And before we get started, let me know if you've done any of these things down in the comments below, or if you've seen anybody do any of these things. And let's make a deal guys, if you've done 3 or more of these things, go ahead and give the video a like. But without further ado, let's jump straight into this. Starting off at number 1, I know everybody has done this, and that is at one point or another, you have definitely messed up a grenade throw. And don't lie to yourself, you've definitely messed up throwing a grenade and have probably killed so many teammates doing it. I see this happen all the time in Pavlov, especially in Search and Destroy. One of my teammates will be trying to throw a grenade across the map and they'll end up just hitting a container or something and it blowing me up instead. Or on the other hand, I'm the one that's trying to throw a grenade and I hit like the ceiling or something and kill my entire team. There's just something about throwing an item in VR that just doesn't click with our brains. And I would assume it's our brains trying to compensate for the item not having any weight. Basically, what we see isn't matching up with what we feel. So you see a grenade in your hand, but you're holding a VR controller. So when you go to throw the grenade, it has no weight. So you end up just hitting your teammate in the forehead and killing everyone. But yeah, I'm willing to bet 90% of you have definitely messed up your grenade throw. And another thing 90% of you have definitely done is team kill. I know this because every game I get into, I pretty much get team killed at least once or maybe 10 times. Pavlov is a team killing simulator. I can't tell you the amount of times somebody has shot me on purpose for no reason at all. Or most of the time you'll get in an argument with somebody and they'll just team kill you just because they're like, I'm the better person. Or on the other hand, you'll hear a kid screaming in game and you'll just be like, oh my god, put him out of his misery, and you'll pop him right in the head. Dude, I be saying the most unhinged things on this channel, what the heck? Playing Pavlov makes me sound like a psychopath. But I'm sure most of you watching this video know what I'm talking about when it comes to team killing. There is pretty much a reason to always team kill in Pavlov. And this time I can guarantee 100% of you have done this in Pavlov. And that is shoot yourself in the head. Man, dude, the more I go down this list, the more I feel like everybody who plays this game is a psychopath. But definitely everybody has shot themselves in the head in Pavlov. Whether it was your first time playing just to see if it was possible, or if it's at the end of the round and you're just bored and you shoot yourself in the head. And if it's not 100%, definitely 99.999% have done this in Pavlov. I don't know why, but everybody seems to have the urge to pop themselves in the head. Man guys, Pavlov is a weird game. Now the next thing on the list I can say is definitely not as common, but I can bet at least 50% of you have done this, and that is throwing a knife at an enemy. I see this happen pretty often in Pavlov. Say you're chasing somebody with a knife and you're like, oh, I'm gonna shank you, but they turn around and have a Glock in their hand. Well, sir, your only option is to throw that knife. And throwing that knife could be the greatest play in the world, or it could make you look like the biggest loser ever. Because if you miss that knife throw, you're done, buddy. You're done. Or for the pro Pavlov players, you'll try to throw a knife across the map to get a kill early on in the game. And if you are able to knife somebody across the map, it is one of the greatest feelings of all time. But yeah, at one point or another, most of you have definitely thrown your knife at an enemy. Coming up next, most of you may have done this on accident or on purpose. But I'm gonna assume everybody who does this does it on purpose. And that is flip people off in Pavlov. And dude, I swear, the more I go down this list, the more toxic this community seems. But literally, that's just Pavlov in a nutshell. Everybody's running around, shooting each other, flipping each other off, killing each other. I mean, dude, that's just Pavlov. You gotta know what you're getting into if you've never played this game. But yeah, when they came out with hand gestures in Pavlov, it was the greatest thing ever. Everybody was flipping each other off. It was happening everywhere. And still, even to this day, if you get mad at somebody, you just flip them off in Pavlov. This is a very common occurrence in Pavlov. Let me know down in the comments if any of you have flipped anybody off. I know you have, don't lie. And coming up next, this one is a little bit more niche. Most players don't do this until the entire community figures it out, then everybody's doing it. And that would be doing glitches in Pavlov. And oh my lord, where do I begin with glitches in Pavlov? You have out-of-map glitches, you have gun glitches, you even have spawning glitches in Pavlov. Like, there is just a whole list of glitches that Pavlov has. Now granted, most of these have been patched, but oh my lord, this game has been buggy. Does anybody remember the glitch in Search and Destroy, where you could basically spawn on the enemy team's side of the map? And as soon as the game begun, you could mow down the entire enemy team. That was one of the worst glitches I've ever seen in Pavlov. And I can guarantee most of you have probably done a glitch if you knew the glitch. But if nobody knows any of the glitches, nobody's gonna do them. So I'd say it's around 30% have done glitches in Pavlov. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what the most game-breaking Pavlov glitch you have seen is. And coming up next, I can guarantee 100% of you have experienced this once, whether you are on the receiving end or the giving end. Oh god. But most of you have either got kicked from a lobby or have kicked a player from the lobby. Whether you were being a nuisance to the entire lobby or you were literally doing nothing at all. You will definitely get kicked from a lobby in Pavlov, especially when there's a bunch of kids running around going, kick him, kick him, kick him. There is quite literally nothing you can do against a mob of angry children saying to kick you from the lobby. I almost wish there was a better vote to kick feature in the game, but at the same time, it's also hilarious when you kick somebody. Or maybe you're the one instigating everything and you're like, kick this guy, he team killed, and then everybody just votes him off and you're like, you're just laughing the whole time. Getting kicked from the lobby happens to everybody in Pavlov if you play the game enough. Imagine a new player playing Pavlov and they just get kicked from their first lobby. They're never going to want to play the game again. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any wacky experiences from getting kicked in Pavlov. Coming up next, I know a lot of you have definitely done this. Whether you're trying to be Mr. Cool or you're trying to do a lot more damage. Most of everybody watching this video has definitely dual wielded in Pavlov. Now, dual wielding isn't the best idea in Pavlov because it's not necessarily the most accurate. But god, when you dual wield, it just feels great. I don't know what it is about it. You literally just feel like John Wick running through a crowd, dual wielding, just popping off shots. That is if you can hit your shots. But I find it hilarious how you can pretty much dual wield any weapon in the game. If you want to dual wield automatic shotguns, go ahead. If you want to dual wield pistols, go ahead. You can literally even dual wield 50 cals for some reason. I mean, it's just not viable at all, but you can do it. There's just something in my brain that makes me go, you know, 2 guns is better than 1, so why not carry 2, even if my aim is all messed up? Let me know down in the comments what your favorite dual wielding combo is. Now, once again, the next thing on this list is a little bit unhinged. I feel like the player base for Pavlov is mostly psychopaths, but I can personally admit to doing this as well, and that is shooting a corpse for gore. Like, even though the enemy is already dead, you continue mag dumping the corpse until it's nothing but a pile of red. I'm gonna sound a little bit crazy, but it is just satisfying to mag dump a corpse. And I know I'm not the only one that does this. 90% of the time when I get killed in Pavlov, my corpse is getting mag dumped by at least 4 people. Until I'm nothing but bones and red. And do not deny it down in the comments. I know 90 to 100% of you have done this at least once. Because the gore system in Pavlov is pretty dope, and there's just nothing better like decapitating your enemy. And finally, the last thing everybody does in Pavlov is shoot into the air or shoot at nothing. Like, this will happen in every single game mode. In Search and Destroy while you're waiting on the timer, and after you've bought all your weapons, you will usually just start shooting at the wall or shooting into the air. I don't know what compels people to do this, but everybody does this in Pavlov. Or even in TTT, you'll just start mag dumping a wall for no reason at all. The only explanation I have for this is that people just like shooting guns and hearing them go pew pew. I see this all the time at Pavlov, and even I do this. And I genuinely have no idea why I do this, but I just do. My only guess is that we have unlimited ammo in Pavlov, so there's literally no penalty for just mag dumping a wall. And don't lie to me, guys, let me know if you do that down in the comments, because I definitely do. But anyways, guys, that is 10 things everyone does in Pavlov. If you've made it to the end of the video and you've done 3 or more of these things, go ahead and give the video a like as it greatly supports the channel. Also guys, go join my Discord, it's currently on life support right now. The link will be in the description. But anyways guys, peace out.